We got ourselves our first reviews for Antman The Wasp Quantumania releasing February 16th. I'm going to be watching it Thursday, so if you want to see my review, make sure you subscribe, turn on notification bells, smash the like button, whatever you got to do if you want to hear my review next week when the movie releases. But let's read a couple. Big Gold Belt Media. Again, the premiere was today. He's a film critic. Says Antman the Wasp focuses on family and making up for lost time. It's not as campy as the previous, but it still finds a way to sneak in a laugh or two here and there. While I love Patton Oswalt as MODOK, Corey Stoll surprised the heck out of me. All right, we got a positive review. The humor part is saying it's not as campy is pretty cool. Leyendo de Marvel. Says Antman the Wasp Quantumania is more efficient than a few Phase 1 to 3 movies, perfectly building up the road to the next Avengers while balancing and not forgetting the essence and humor of the Ant fam. It's simple, but it gives us what was promised. Alright. The only concern about this review is it's more talking about other movies rather than this movie. That always concerns me in reviews. Michelle Pfeiffer, Janet is one of the highlights, and Catherine Newton is great as the new Cassie. Jonathan Majors, divine. There couldn't be a better actor for Kang, and we might have the best post-credit scenes in many years. Okay, so there's definitely. I think that was obvious going into this movie, but there's definitely gonna be something that teases Kang Dynasty. Jerry Mathal. I guess, I don't know, works for IGN, says Antman the Wasp Quantumania is a lot of things. Loud, supersized, and constantly dialed up to 11. Too bad so little of it feels new, visually creative, or just plain interesting. Not even Jonathan Majors can say this hollow, repetitive exercise and weird stuff happening. Alright. By the way, this is a meme post, so don't think it's an actual spoiler. Alright, so far not that many, like, major, like, it's like you're just hearing, hey, it sounds similar to when Antman the Wasp came out, where it was like people just said, hey, it was a fun time. That's about it, right? And I like Antman the Wasp. But yeah. Andy Ortiz, he works for the Rap, says, I think my favorite part of Antman the Wasp Quantumania was the dynamic between Scott and Cassie every time he calls her Peanut. I just kind of want to cry. Please make 10 more shots of him catching up on her birthdays. I do hope that's what the movie does, where it goes into the father-daughter dynamic. I've said this before on my channel. Some of my favorite movies are usually stories of parenthood, stories of a father teaching a son, or a mother-daughter, or mother-son, whatever. Those kinds of stories always resonate a lot with me, and the trailers really imply that that's going to be, a major factor of the film, and I'm hoping that that's what we get. So far, that's good. Let's see. Kang has the best theme since the Avengers. I'm not gonna play it, but I didn't know his theme was out there. All right, Victor Lucas says, as promised, Antman the Wasp Quantumania is a big movie carrying a ton of franchise weight, exciting threads created, endless visual effects, Ragnarok-ish, not as good, but the family dynamic is dependently wonderful. Love Pfeiffer and Noon and Kang. Full review soon. All right, that's that's pretty. I like that. I like that he brought up Ragnarok, where it's like berserk crazy, but in a good way, where you're just entertained the entire time. All right. Ashley Saunders, film critic, whatever. She says, Antman the Wasp is a visual feast packed with surprises, big and small. A wild ride from start to finish. Jonathan Major conquers as Kang. The dynasty is here. Paul Rudd is as level as ever, and 2 post-credit scenes. All right, 2. All right, cool now. Okay, Scoob. Scoob is, I don't know. I'm just gonna go ahead and think they're critics. Antman the Wasp Quantumania is the best MCU film since Wakanda Forever. Majors is perfect as Kang. Wait, there hasn't even been Marvel stuff since then. Okay, Majors is perfect as Kang. His comedic timing is sure to get a lot of laughs. Reed uses the volume expertly with the best use of visual effects I've ever seen. Fans should stay until the very end. All right, so from what I'm getting from the review so far is there's jokes, but not as much as the previous ones, but the jokes are cool. The family dynamic's good. And I'm surprised that the visual part is being heavily talked about, because in the last while it feels like visuals in Marvel has been something that's been a disdain towards a lot of people. I personally don't care. I don't care about visuals. I know the shit's fake. As long as you don't look cartoony fake, I'm cool with that. You know? Let's see. Oh, Geek Vibes Nation. Uh, 72 followers, whatever. Thanos was the appetizer, while Jonathan Majors, Kang the Conqueror, is the main course. Majors plays Kang with brilliance and confidence, a menacing and cunning villain with the hint of charm. Why am I saying Kong? Kang dominates physically and mentally. Antman The Wasp Quantumania. Hey, I hope he is as good. Because in the comics he's a very interesting character when you actually read the lore of Kang. He's always been like one of these big villains that I've always been like, you gotta do him live action, but if you do him live action, bro, that's gonna be a lot of layers towards him. But that's interesting. I mean, the Thanos part, that really interests me. Maybe it's recency bias, but I don't know if he could be Thanos level. I don't know. Kang is here. Kang is everything. I love Jonathan Majors as Kang. It seems like everyone's talking about Kang. Oh, there's one in Spanish. Antman The Wasp Quantumania tendrá dos escenas post créditos. Espera la disfruten. Me uní 3 meses antes finalizar el rodaje. Por lo tanto, estuve en la edición, producción y dirección y es hermosa, la van a amar. Okay, he's just saying that there's post-credit scenes that are going to be cool and that the movie was well done. Okay, Siddhant Alaka, filmmaker, says, while Antman The Wasp Quantumania is a prelusive trip through some eye-popping visuals, again with the visuals, refreshing to see a self-contained story that doesn't feel the need to reference a larger Marvel universe or set up any future films. Paul Rudd is funny as usual, but surprisingly heartfelt. Okay, that's weird because all the other reviews are saying that this sets up future. I guess people are focused. The other reviews are focused on the post-credit scenes that did hint at the larger scale of the MCU. All right, Sean Keane says, Antman The Wasp Quantumania has way too much going on. It's tough to connect emotionally to any of it. Jonathan Majors Kang is a charismatic, intense baddie and visually awesome, but the threat he represents is too abstract. Okay, so he's just saying that it's overlooted, like it's like going beyond more than what it should be, which I've heard. That's probably the biggest criticism of Phase 4 is that every movie is save the world, save the multiverse. It's like at some point, not everything's got to be world saving. Okay, Eric Davis, The Marvel Show. Definitely make sure to save for any critics because there are significant things too. I really dug out Antman The Wasp Quantumania is both a part 1 of Phase 5, but also self-contained Ant-Man story that's funny, sweet, and features a kick-ass Michelle Pfeiffer. Good stuff. All right, sounds solid. Paul Rudd gives the most emotional performance as Scott Lang in Antman The Wasp Quantumania as we see the smallest Avenger take on his biggest threat yet. That I'm hearing that a lot. It sounds like this Paul Rudd gets a massive W in this movie acting wise. So that's good. Let's see. Trying to read. Okay. Jeremy Mathal. Antman The Wasp Quantumania is a lot of things. Oh wait, I already read that. A refresh. I saw Kang the Conqueror was trending here on my feed. Latest, let's see. And wait, no, I already read that. Okay. Sounds like the first reactions for Antman The Wasp Quantumania should be going up. Okay, never mind. Okay, I mean, there isn't much, to be fair. I'm doing this pretty quickly. Like, I literally was waiting 10 minutes just to see a review come up. Okay, Jacob Campbell. What the heck? It just okay. Anyways, the hashtag show says Antman The Wasp Quantumania shows off just how far Marvel has come. It looks like a live action version of Rick and Morty at times, and gives us a kickoff to the new phase we're in. Okay, that sounds good because Rick and Morty is very berserk, and that's one thing I was kind of hoping this movie would do. Where it would go kind of beyond, crazy, absurd, but also give us a good contained story. Novello, he's from, crap, I can't remember if that's the Colombia flag or the Ecuador flag. They all look the same, honestly. The best Marvel Studios movie so far. Phase 5 of the MCU reaches a whole new potential. Paul Rudd gives one of his best performances, as entertaining as it is shocking. The rhythm is breathtaking. Post-credit scenes change everything. I mean, this sounds, to be fair, these reviews are sounding like your standard Marvel reviews, where it's like people say, the movie was good, it was great, the characters were well done, the actors were great, and the post-credit scenes are freaking major. But because this movie is the beginning of Phase 5, the post-credit essence to it is really important. Although, now the thing is, these are first reactions. We aren't going to get full, detailed reviews until probably next week, probably like a couple of days before the movie actually releases, which I think is stupid. I think there should be some legal repercussion where critics need to give their full reviews a week before the movie comes out. Like, let's say a movie comes out Thursday, you release the reviews at least by Sunday. I think consumers should be able to properly read reviews before they go to a movie, especially when you go opening weekends. Um, Antman The Wasp Quantumania having good first reaction seems good until you remember it means absolutely nothing. No, I remember when Thor Love and Thunder's reactions, there were a lot of positive. You're always going to get positive reviews. Even Morbius had positive reviews. Very few, but I remember with Thor Love and Thunder, you saw even the positive reviews look negative, which I talked about on my channel. Like, you know, a movie might be not do well if it's like if a movie, the positive reviews even look negative, you know? That's kind of what it felt. Okay, here's Jacob Camper. Guys, just saw Antman The Wasp Quantumania. It was a blast. You're not ready for Jonathan Majors. This will forever change the trajectory of the MCU. Also has one of the best mid-credit scenes ever. Yeah, I'm noticing not a lot of people are talking about how major the MCU... Like, you're either hearing people say the post-credit scene is big, or you're either hearing people say this movie is big for the future, but they're also saying it's a very self-contained movie, which I'm hoping for. But one thing all these reviews are saying, even the ones that look a little negative, even those are heavily implying that Kang is the standout. That Jonathan Majors is the standout. Have I read these? Okay, here's one from Shira Shala saying, Antman The Wasp Quantumania is a blast and finally answers some of the where is the MCU going questions. Takes a minute to pick up, but has some great action scenes, creative visuals, and a terrific villain in Kang. A solid start to Phase 5. And then Adam, oh, this one's interesting. Quantumania review. Scary and shocking game changer. Marvel is back with a fun, wild adventure. This isn't just another superhero movie. It's one of the best sci-fi films ever. Wow, a fitting end to her journey, but also setting... Whoa. Who's her? Who's her? While also setting up what's next. Okay, that's cool. Okay. Jordan Woodson. I think did I read this one? Quantumania is hands down the best MCU movie, Phase 5, and the best MCU period since Black Panther Wakanda Forever. Again, that was the last Marvel thing that came out. That's not really going by much. This is like saying this is the most delicious meal I've had since my last meal. Okay, what does that mean? It sounds positive, but it doesn't feel positive. Paul Rudd is Ant-Man, and Jonathan Majors is Kang. Payne Reed directs. The VFX are... Oh, wait a minute. This is a joke. It's a meme. Okay, I should have read it before I went all. It's not even. Okay, I love it. You know what? Thumbs up. I'm gonna give this guy some props. You know, retweet this crap. Is there any more? I think that's... Okay, Hunter Bolding says, Antman The Wasp Quantumania is Marvel's quantum space opera. It's thrilling, heartfelt, and an excellent addition to their story than Guardians of the Galaxy, but in the quantum realm. Okay. Now we're going to read like one or two more reviews, and then after that, we're just going to end it. Because I think I've read a lot of good reviews, a lot of reviews in general. Basic Matt, 44 followers. Okay. Quantumania is the best MCU movie since Black Panther Wakanda Forever. Jonathan Majors is amazing as Kang. Can't wait to see his variant fight a variant of Killmonger in March. And OMG, stay at the critics. I don't know. Yeah, it's probably a joke because I see it's a guy with 44 followers. Like, no disrespect. Payne Reed's time as a director of the Mandalorian episodes really shows not just the use of the volume, but the production character designs. It's out of this world. Yeah, they're all saying it has 2 post-credit scenes. So, but yeah. I think I read that one already. Oh my god, we're getting all the Marvel memes. Okay. One more review. I want to get one more review. Okay, what's Pock? I don't know what Pock is. Pock Culture says, Antman The Wasp Quantumania is a super weird movie and possibly the most Star Wars of any Marvel film. At times, the humor was overly silly and took me out. Think opinions will vary widely on MODOK. Okay, I'm noticing none of the reviews are bringing up MODOK, but I'm glad I'm reminded of MODOK. That worries me because MODOK is a crazy villain that I love to see in the comics. So it concerns me that we're not even hearing anything MODOK. Maybe they just tease him for a future movie. Maybe that's basically it. Yeah. Okay. Hunter Bolding, like Guardians of the Galaxy before it, Antman the Wasp Quantumania takes it to the weird side of Marvel, cranks it up and makes it accessible for anyone to enjoy. Kang is terrifying, Scott is heroic. It's awesome. Okay. I've not seen overly negative reviews. Kang just gave the MCU a quick swift in the butt that it needed. Okay, this excites me. All right. Sounds like, but Kang is really the standout. Is there anything else? No more reviews? Okay, we're going to read these 2 last reviews and then that's it. And you guys let me know in the comments what you think. Okay? Bad Feeling Mag says, Antman the Wasp Quantumania is a fun sci-fi romp with a thrilling and nuanced villain in Kang. Lots of heart and maybe the best supporting character in the history of the MCU. Kang is really the talk of the town. Like, you may hate the movie, but it seems like you're going to definitely like Kang. All right. Courtney Howard. Film critic, LA Film Critics. After a frustratingly rough Act 1, Quantumania finally gets going, only to end where the story should have begun. While the external stakes are clear and weighty, emotional drive felt slightly, and levity even lighter. That said, Jonathan Major Rules. Okay, so here's what I'm getting. This review is probably the most negative review. So, from what it seems like we're going to get, is we are going to get the fun campiness that the 2 Ant-Man movies have delivered to us. We're going to get that. The stakes are completely changed, like it's gone beyond, because Ant-Man movies used to be kind of that simple movie that would come in between Avengers movies. So we're definitely getting that. Kang, this movie is definitely going to tease the future, which that's obvious. Literally, the posters are now saying a new dynasty begins. Kang is the talk of the town right now. He seems to be the most talked about. Paul Rudd seems to be delivering a great performance. Now, I'll say, this is not a spoiler. This is just my theory. Based on the reviews, I don't think Ant-Man dies. I feel like if he was to die, the reviews would be a lot more depressing. Because what you're not seeing a lot is people saying this was a very emotionally hard movie to watch. Right? Like with Black Panther Wakanda Forever, you heard people saying this movie got me to tears. Same thing with Spider-Man No Way Home. Even Thor Love and Thunder, tears. You can always tell based on a review if a major character is going to die. Right? And seems like he's not. But again, I haven't seen the movie. We'll find that out next week. I don't know. But anyways, you guys let me know in the comment section down below. What do you think about these reviews? Are you excited for Ant-Man the Wasp Quantumania? Are you just bored of critics praising Marvel movies? Or are you excited that these critics are praising this specific Marvel movie? Remember, Thor Love and Thunder wasn't all that well received. I remember seeing critics being like, hey, this movie wasn't good. And also, we have to remember, critics are individuals with different life's experience. Just because you see most critics like a movie doesn't mean that all critics like a movie. Sorry, that's just the truth. Everyone likes to scapegoat critics, but the reality is that it's the same with fans. Everyone has a different experience. All film is subjective. Let's all understand that, and we'll be on our way. So anyways, thank you guys for watching this video. Hope you all enjoyed it. Comment down below what you think, and I'll see y'all in the next video, possibly next week, for my review of Ant-Man the Wasp Quantumania.
Where do you go to? Where do you go? Where do you go to? I wanna know. How do you do it? That thing you do. Follow you blindly, I'll be your fool. Cinderella, I think I'll find your glass slipper, baby.